What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dope here. Alright, so today we're going to be going over the low round strategy for the map town. Depending on the length of this video, maybe we'll go to round 30 or 40, just enough so you can get the low round strategy. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because so many of you guys have been coming into my live streams whenever I play town and saying, when you're going to make a low round video, please make a low round strategy guide. So I figured I'd go ahead and finally get around to doing it. Now, maybe you're just watching me for the first time, you're just clicking on this video from YouTube and you've never watched me before, and you might be wondering to yourself, well, why is this idiot qualified? I have a 77 on this map, which if you're not used to playing survival maps might not seem like a big deal. Say if that was like a trap map, or a map that had a wonder weapon with infinite damage, that wouldn't be too big of a deal. But that's a little more impressive because it is a survival map. That's over 20 hours of gameplay versus, say, a 77 on Origins, 2 hours, a couple other maps, 4 or 5 hours. So, enough about the intro. Let's just go ahead and jump right into what we're going to be doing. Alright, so now the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get the mystery box over there by double tap. I prefer not to have it in the bar, and that's just so it's a little bit safer because you're going to be running behind the semi pretty much the whole game. So all you want to do is just restart until you get the box behind the over by double tap. Just look for the blue light. It's really easy if you're on local. You can just go start, restart, and then yes. Alright, so the first couple rounds, they're going to be slow. The issue with town is you spawn right in the middle, right here, and you're hitting every spawn zone. You're hitting the ones behind the semi, on top of the bar, on top of Jug, at the drop down over at that cliff, all the way over there. You're just hitting every spawn. Now, a lot of people will tell you on certain maps, on round 1, shoot them 8 times the leg and knife them. I prefer to save your bullets for round 2, shoot them 8 times in the chest in round 2, and then knife them. And the reason is just because there's fire on the map. If you walk into the fire and then the zombie slaps you once while you're trying to double knife him, you're just going to get shreked. So it's just easier just to damage him and then shoot and then knife him. Alright, so now there's 2 ways that people set up town. The first option you have is to buy the M14 and save up enough money to open up the bar and 6,000 for the Gavin Knuckles. Then you can proceed to Gavin Knuckle till round 14, which is good, but it's not that efficient. You're gonna want Mustang and Sally throughout the game anyways. On town, I normally keep my Mustang and Sally till 55 to 60. When I usually get rid of it is when I have to do my first trade out, which again, if I have the Mar 2, is around 55, 60 is usually when we do the first trade out. So I prefer just to save your money instead of getting the Gavin Knuckles, just buy the Mustang and Sally. Pack punch M1911. You're going to go through the first 14 rounds so fast anyways. If you do have the Mustang and Sally, that, like I said, it's just a waste just to spend the 6,000 on Gavin Knuckles. You can buy them later in the game, so if you have an insta-kill and the zombie comes close to you, you can just, you can Gavin Knuckle them so you're not worried about, exploding and killing you. Alright, so what I recommend doing is saving up some points, go up here, spend the money on the door, and buy the MP5. Now, once you have 2,500, you can buy Jug, and then save up 5,000 to pack a punch your Mustang and Sally. Alright, so now, while you're sitting up here, I would recommend, sitting up here. And the reasoning is because you're going to want to stay up here because that way you're not activating all those spawn zones, like I said. You're still going to have a couple spawns down there. You're going to have that window spawn, this window spawn, that drop down, that window spawn. Also, obviously, you can buy your MP5 ammo. So I would recommend staying up here. The reason you want to worry about the spawn zones is, like I said, if you're in the middle of the map, then they're spawning in all these directions. They're all walking these first 4 rounds, so they're going to take forever to get to you. They're going to take forever to kill. You just want to speed up the process a little bit. Like I said, we're not going to be speed running in this. That's not the point of this. Just to show you how to get to the high rounds. Now, if you would prefer to just watch my high round strategy, I will put an annotation on the screen as well as a link in the description. I do have a high round strategy guide on this map. I believe I started the video at 67. That way, I'm just showing you what to do once you've reached the max spawn. Once you reach max spawn rate and how to use spawn control to your advantage, I talk about the EMPs, running the ray gun around the fire pit, and the Mark II, using the Mark II in the bar for spawn control. Sorry, lost my train of thought there for a second. Alright. Obviously, you want to aim for the head. I shouldn't really need to say that, but it's all about maximizing your points. If you can get a double points, make sure you grab that before you start killing zombies. Grab that double points and then kill the zombies. Another reason I did jump down here after I just told you to stay up there is just because I'm trying to kill these zombies as fast as I can. And we got a lot of spawns down here because I was on the edge of that. Alright, where are these idiots at? Alright. So that's our 5,000 right there, but I am going to buy Jug, and I'd recommend you do the same. It's just not worth you know, pack a bunch of your Mustang and Sally, spending that time to point build and then just dying and have to restart. So just buy Jug first. If you feel a little more confident, you can go ahead and pack a bunch of Mustang and Sally first, but I'd recommend, unless you feel more comfortable, just buying Jug first. Now, some of the most important things the first 10 rounds are double points and max ammos. Obviously, double points because you're maximizing your points. You can open what you got to open and do what you got to do a lot faster. And max ammos are great because then you don't have to spend the ammo or the points on ammo for your MP5 while you're still point building. So those are really useful. It's not looking like we'll get a drop this round other than that Carpenter, but I don't know. I think we'll just go ahead and buy the MP5 ammo right now. Just in case. Now, one thing I want to note before we get too far into this video, do not, I can't stress this enough, and it's really surprising more people don't know about it, but that's probably why you're watching the strategy guide, is to figure it out. Do not open Speed Cola, meaning do not open that door or the one behind the semi going to Speed Cola. It's going to completely ruin your game. It's going to fuck up your spawns. You're not going to have the spawn control that you need. It's just, don't do it. You don't run speed on town, on solo. Well, in general, high rounds on town, you do not run speed. There's just no point. Like I said, you're not going to be able to run this strategy. And this is the most effective strategy. This is the world record strategy. This is the strategy that any competent zombies player will use. When you see people using other strategies on this map, it's more than likely they don't know what they're doing. They probably don't have a very high round on this map, but I digress. Alright, so like I said, you're going to spend pretty much 99% of your game over here. The only time you're going to leave here is for trade outs and to run the bar for spawn control when you have the Mark II. Alright, now like I said, the great thing about the Mustang Sally is you can kind of spam it. Now, like I said, if you went the other route and you bought the Gavin Uncles, I wouldn't be able to kill these zombies as effectively. I'd have to like run up to them, knife them, well, melee them. But with these, I can just spam it. I mean, it's a one-hit kill at this round, so it's really effective. Alright, grab that before it disappears. And that's our last zombie. No, should be one more. There he is. Alright, now in the lower rounds, you're going to see me venturing out here a little bit. And that's just to get things done. We still have to hit the box. Again, another important thing to note that I might not have mentioned already is you need Buried. If you don't have Buried on your console, whether you're playing on Xbox 360 or PS3, or if you don't have it downloaded if you're on PC, you really need to have Buried. You're at an extreme disadvantage if you do not have Buried because you will not have the Mark II. And running the Reg Ray Gun, it doesn't even compare. Once you get past round 70, you use the entire Ray Gun Mark II, then Pack-a-Punch it and use the entire ammo, you're getting about 90 plus kills. With the Reg Ray Gun, you're getting 40. Meaning you're getting a regular Ray Gun, has full ammo, use the entire thing, Pack-Punch, use the entire thing, 40 kills, that's it. 40 freaking kills. Whereas the Mark II, you're getting double that. Alright, let's use our MP5 because we did get ammo, so we might not get ammo this round. No, that's the last zombie. Like I said, if you keep this bar closed, you're going to have to open it later. But if you keep it closed until the high 20s, early 30s, when you might want to start running spawn control, it's just going to help you. It's a lot safer. It fixes the spawns a little bit. So I'd recommend keeping that closed. If we do Teddy the box trying to get the Ray Gun or the Mark II, then we'll have to open it, obviously, because that's where the box is going to move. But we'll get to that point when we get to that point. Right now, we're just getting through these early rounds as fast as possible, and make sure we're building some points along with that. So like I said, we can't really get too far with the Mustang and Sally only. It just doesn't have the ammo capacity. We do need the Ray Gun and the Mark II. Now, obviously, past round like 50, I really recommend the Mark II. However, in the low rounds, like maybe like 35 to 40, I really rather have the Reg Ray Gun. Obviously, if I get the Mark II, I'm not going to leave it. But the reason I'd rather have the ray gun is because you got a couple spawns over here, this window spawn and then this ground spawn right there, and it's so much easier if you have the ray gun while you're training to kill them, because with the Mark II you actually have to aim, and with the ray gun you can just shoot at the feet. Alright, so I'm going to hit the box a couple times. Like I said, we need to get the ray gun or the Mark II. That's where we're at this point. Now, if you feel a little less confident, you can wait and save a zombie at the end of the round, then hit the box. I feel a little more comfortable with, mid-round box hits, but unfortunately I can't hit too much because we are running short on ammo. So I'm not going to have a whole lot of ammo if I don't get a good weapon to post up over there while we're hitting the box. So I'm just going to come back over here for a minute. We're just going to have to train him for a second. Hopefully we can get some ammo. But yeah, another thing is, like I said, keep your Mustang and Sally tool at least 55. There is no reason to get rid of it pre-55. The reason you want it is for, it's not going to do much at 55. Once you get past the 50s, even the 40s, it really doesn't do anything. You're talking like multiple shots to kill one zombie, like a dozen shots to kill one zombie. But it's really good for insta-kills. It has a blast radius, so if you shoot it in the middle of all the zombies, you're going to kill all of them during insta-kills, whereas if you had a bullet weapon, you'd have to aim at each individual zombie, and it's just not as effective. Alright. Like I said, we need a weapon. I'm running out of ammo, and I don't want to start this round without ammo. There's our EMPs. We don't really need them yet. Again, I talk about it in my high round strategy guide, but you will need EMPs. It's absolutely vital to this map. However, I much prefer to have monkeys until 50, and then after that, I want my EMPs because I'm gonna have to start doing trade outs. All right, so let's hit the box a couple times. So close to the Mark II. Give me a break. All right. Now, if you get the hammer, RPD, or Galil, you can pack a punch. Grab yourself double tap 2.0, obviously, because then you have twice the effectiveness. And you can post up either on top of that ledge at the bar or on top of that ledge. Like I said, I don't want to open the bar yet, so I'm not going to do that. But that is an option, and then if you get overwhelmed, just drop down, and you can play some rounds a little faster by doing that. Until you get your ray gun or the Mark II. Like I said, you want to keep hitting the box as often as possible. You need one of those two weapons to progress through these rounds. Because at a certain point, the normal weapons, wall weapons, all the box weapons other than the ray gun or the Mark II, is not going to do anything to the zombies. It's pea shooters. Which again might seem kind of like a foreign concept if you're not used to playing survival maps, but it's yeah, you really have to have a weapon that does damage, because even regular weapons, pack a punch, they don't do shit. They really do not do anything. Like I said, these early rounds are fine, but anyways, I digress. Let's man, when are we gonna get some ammo? Alright, so let's just train back here for a couple minutes. Hopefully we can get some ammo. I don't want to spend the 5k on pack-a-punching this. There's just no reason. And like I said, it's kind of hard to post up. There's our ammo. It's kind of hard to post up without speed. Can't camp as effectively. And it's absolutely vital that you do not get speed on this map again. One really crucial thing is stamina. And I should have bought it already. I don't know why I didn't, but now we have it. You're going to want stamina up. So like I said, you can't buy speed on this map. And if you're maybe wondering why, it's because of this door. This is where you're training. If you have them spawning out of there, it's going to be a lot harder. It's just not... Don't do it. Just don't do it. It's too easy just to not run speed. Wow, we got a double max ammo round. I knew that was going to happen. That's what always happens. When you don't get ammo for a couple rounds, the game will register, and it's like, we haven't given him ammo for a couple rounds. So then it gives you 2 ammos, and then a couple rounds goes by, and the game's like, well, we gave him 2 ammos. He doesn't need ammo for a long time. It's a vicious cycle. I hate getting double max ammos. It's really annoying. Especially like that, like, one after another, and you have no time to, use any of your ammo, so it's pretty much just a waste. Alright, we're going to start going hitting that box again now that I got some ammo from my Mustang Sally. Alright, so anyways, yeah, so the perks that you're going to want to run is you're going to want to double tap 2.0. It's really effective for your bullet weapons. You're going to want stamina, obviously, and jug. And you're going to want quick revive, obviously, if you're playing solo. Even if you're not playing solo, you might as well get quick revive if you're playing co-op or something. There's no point, like I said, you can't open the door to speed. And if you're playing co-op, just don't even bother with Tombstone. That is seriously a joke with a perk. Dude, what the hell? Oh, I was going to say, did he not die? Alright, let's go hit that box a couple times now. Now, you'll notice that I haven't bought Quick Revive. Again, it's because it's up in that bar. If you do not feel comfortable and you don't feel like you can play 50, 60, 70 plus rounds without dying, you're going to want to buy Quick Revive. Personally, I don't buy Quick Revive anymore until 70 plus. Because, like I said, my personal best in this map is to 77, and I'm really trying to go 80 plus in this map. And you only get 3 down, so using one of your quick revives pre-70, in my case, since I'm trying to do an 80 plus, just doesn't make sense. So if I die before 70, that's it, game's over. I'll just restart and play again until I can do better. Alright, like I said, we're just back here hitting the box. I don't want to waste too much ammo doing this. Also buy Semtex. I know I haven't yet, but those are also going to be crucial for insta-kills, as well as damaging the zombies when you're getting ready to do trade-outs. Alright, we're going to hold the zombie just for a second. I really don't recommend this because I like getting through the rounds as fast as possible, but... Oh, of course. Well, we teddied the box, so now we're going to have to open bar. Let's go ahead and buy Semtex, though, while we're over here. And like I said, I mean, the objective isn't to speed run, but you always want to play as fast and effectively as possible. You want to get through these low rounds, get to your high rounds, so obviously you don't want to sit here and dilly-daddle. But again, we're not going to be speed running, so this isn't a speed running attempt, so make sure that you just note that, so we're not going to be too focused on our time. Like I said, I'm just trying to show you the importance of these low rounds and getting through them, if that makes sense. Alright, we're gonna go hit that box a couple more times. Like I said, I'd prefer not to open the bar this early, but we don't really have a choice, so it is what it is, I guess. The Barrett, we definitely don't need that. That's not going to help us with what we're trying to do. Alright. Keep on hitting the box. I guess we could get that, especially since we don't have ammo. Like I said, a really good strategy is to pack it. Try to get the grip if you can. Throw it in the pack a couple times, and then you just post up here. And just slay the zombies, and if you get overwhelmed, just drop down. Make sure you turn around and shoot the Mustang Sally before you drop down, so you clear your path. You don't want to drop down in between 2 zombies and Shrek yourself, you know. Oh, a nuke. We will definitely take one. Be really careful with nukes on this map because the zombies still explode, and obviously nukes are really laggy and delayed, so you could still get trapped in between some exploding zombies and take some damage and die, so watch out for that. Just something to note. Ooh, another nuke. Jeez. How gracious of the game. One thing I might not have mentioned, oh, SMR. One thing I might not have mentioned yet is don't grab carpenters. There's just don't want carpenters. There's very few maps that you ever want to grab carpenters on. Might already mention this, but if I didn't, yeah, just don't grab carpenters. There's really no point to grabbing them. Because they're just going to board your windows, and then you're going to have to wait for the zombies to break the boards, and it's just, you want the zombies to spawn, get to you, you want to kill them, and get through those rounds, like I said. Let's hit the box one more time. It's probably going to teddy out pretty soon. we're gonna have to jump down. Like I said, shoot the Mustang and Sally to prevent being stuck in between some zombies. Should be the end of the round. Is it? Yeah, they're not spawning. Okay. Really? I was gonna say. Super strong zombie we got there. You're killing me, man. Really killing me here. Alright, let's hit the box. We might have to use a monkey if we get overwhelmed. EMP is great. Alright. At this round, you're going to want to use 2 Mustang and Sally shots to kill the zombies rather than 1 like we could have done previous rounds. Alright, now I can show you the importance of an insta-kill. Unfortunately, we don't have too much ammo, so we can't use it, but this is the insta-kill strat. I don't know if I explained it in my high round video, but this is the same thing for the high rounds. You just sit here and spam the Mustang and Sally. Watch out for that spawn and that spawn. The box is probably going to teddy on her next hit, but you can try to hit it a couple more times. Jesus. I really want something we can use, because we can't use this. You're killing me. Killing me, Smalls. And we're really low on ammo for our Mustang and Sally. This is kind of lame. Like I said, it's because of that double max. Remember, I was explaining that double max? People always ask me why double max is bad, and this is why. Because like I said, you get them, and then the game's like, okay, he got ammo. He doesn't need ammo for a long time. Then the game's like, oh, we haven't given him ammo in a long time. Here's 2. And then the process keeps repeating itself. It's very hard to break the cycle. You just kind of got to get lucky. So that's going to slow this down a little bit, because now we're going to have to get full trains and we can't spam as much. Whereas earlier we could do half words and whatnot, but not so much now. I really wouldn't recommend using the 5.7. It's the only reason I am is, like I said, I have very little ammo, and I don't want to go buy the MP5 or hit box. I'm just really hoping they give us ammo here, which they're not. There we go. Okay, cool. Jesus, this took forever. Alright, now we are going to go hit the box mid-round a couple times. It's just because we're not at a very high round, of course. I mean, it's only 18, but it's just a little more effective. Because if we start the round, then I'm going to have to shoot my Mustang and Sally over here while I'm hitting the box. And I just don't want to waste all my ammo again. So we're just going to use what the points we have, and we should be able to get a ray gun, if not the Mark II with these points. There we go. See? Love it when a plan comes together. Alright, now I'm going to show you what to do with the ray gun. Now, something to note is that using the ray gun in these lower rounds is a lot different than using the ray gun in the higher rounds. I'll show you, and I do explain that in my high round strategy guide again. I'll have a link for that in the description, but for right now we're just focusing on these low rounds. So, alright, so now you don't have to full horde here, but I'd recommend doing at least a quarter horde. If you don't know what that means, basically just don't have to wait until you have all the zombies to turn around and shoot. Just get some of the zombies. Be careful, because like I said, these spawns could screw you over if you're killing zombies too fast. But that's why I really like the ray gun. these low rounds is because if they are spawning right there, I can just shoot them. I don't have to worry about them trapping me. Whereas with the Mark II, you still have the same luxury. However, you actually have to aim at the zombies. Whereas this, I can just shoot at the feet, you know. And just keep running your figure 8 right here. And at this point, we're not running spawn control. I mean, this is still a form of spawn control because we're back here. And if you might be wondering, well, why do you train here? Like I said, that door's closed. They're not coming there. We only have 2 spawns: this ground spawn and this window spawn. The rest funnel through here. And when you're running a figure 8 and you're running your diagonal lines right here, it's basically just making that funnel. Like I said, they're just funneling in through there, and it makes it so easy compared to training anywhere else on the map. And like I said again, I know I haven't purchased Quick Revive, but I do feel confident and competent enough in my skill set. If you don't, buy Quick Revive and open the bar door if you have to. Like I said, I won't be buying it until 70 plus. We're not going to record that much, but yeah, if you don't feel like you're capable of doing 70 rounds or even 10 rounds without maybe possibly dying, buy Quick Revive. Especially for the learning experience. Maybe you're just trying to get some practice and you're not going for your personal best right now. You just want some practice. The most important thing is be careful with that ground spawn right there, because you're running in between the wall, the horde, and then that zombie, and you could get stuck right here. So be careful, just time it right. If that zombie's spawning, if he's a walker, sprint through it. If he's a runner, maybe wait for him to give you a little bit of space. God, we are really having terrible max ammo luck. Alright. Now, you don't need to run spawn control again, at least full spawn control, but if you want, this is what you're going to do in the later rounds. And you can start doing it now. It's still useful, not as effective, but start the rounds right here. Start the rounds in the bar, give them a couple seconds to spawn in, and then run over here. That way you're not getting overwhelmed with this spawn and that spawn. And you can get the majority of the zombies to funnel in, like I said, which is way easier to manage them that way. Alright, might use some of our Mustang and Sally here. The shots are all over the place. Oh, there's an insta-kill, so. Alright, now I'm going to show you why I really recommend monkeys until 50 plus. And then of course you want EMPs. But again, I really recommend monkeys until 50 plus. And I'm going to show you why here. So once our insta-kill's over, since we've been killing them all, we're going to have a lot of them spawning at that ground spawn and that window spawn. At the end of your insta-kill, throw your monkey. That way, like I said, you're not getting overwhelmed with these 2 spawns and you don't get yourself trapped. Oh, there's our ammo. Sweet. Took long enough, game. And remember, we're not running full spawn control, but we can run a little bit to our advantage. So start the round in here, give them a couple seconds to spawn in, and then proceed as directed. And if you're still having trouble, maybe just practice your trains. I don't personally do this, but I don't see any problem with it. What I'm trying to say is start a custom game. Go on local and start a custom game. Maybe start the game at round 15 or round 20, and just practice training back here. Practice running your figure 8s. It's not something I personally do, but if you need that extra help, I don't see why you couldn't do it. Again, another vital thing for monkeys is when you get nukes, you got all those delayed spawns. Go ahead and throw a couple monkeys, dude. Help yourself out, so you're not getting overwhelmed. Get them all trained up, and then, then we'll go from there. Well, since we got more ammo, that actually makes things a little bit easier. Remember, stay away from them carpenters. And you can see already how fast we're getting through some of these rounds. I mean, we're just flying through these rounds. Like I said, to keep this video short, I don't think we're gonna do. I don't think I'm gonna record too many of these rounds. I will be continuing this game on my live stream. I'll probably start live streaming after 50. So you guys can always come check me out there. Like I said, if you don't already follow me on live stream on Twitch, which I'm sure most of you do, that's pretty much where most of my YouTube following came from. Is you guys have asked for my YouTube and then came over here for the strategy guides because you watch me on Twitch. But if not, I'll go ahead and post a link to my Twitch in the description. If you guys want to come check me out, I stream every single day. Zombies, pretty much high rounds every single day, other than the days where I'm playing with subscribers and viewers. Alright, so we got a nuke, we got some delayed spawns, throw a monkey to help ourselves out. We don't really need points, but might as well grab them. Throw a couple monkeys, because those nukes really mess up your spawns, you gotta be careful. I don't like that walker right there. Okay, one more important thing that I haven't said, and a lot of, I hate to use the word noobs, but a lot of people that aren't as experienced don't know, and people always ask me whenever I'm streaming, why don't you pack a bunch of ray gun? And this is even like round 60, 70 where the ray gun's a pea shooter. The reason I'm not packing is because I'm not out of ammo. Do I want to sit here and pack it and then use up all my ammo, maybe not get a max, and then what? I have to do a trade out? I have to get rid of my ray gun and get a new one because I ran out of ammo? No. Don't pack a bunch of ray gun or your Mark II until you've used all your ammo. Use all of your ammo. Once there's no max ammo in sight, you don't think you can get a max out of the zombies, pack a punch it. That way you're basically giving yourself a max ammo. Just one thing to recommend. Oh, we got another insta-kill. How much ammo? I don't think we have much ammo on our Mustang Sally, though. Oh, we have a little bit. Alright. And again, this is the Mustang Sally strat. There is another one that's a little bit safer if you don't feel as comfortable doing this, because this can get sketchy really fast. You really have to make sure you're watching these spawns. And also be careful because, of course, there is no PhD on this map. Do not screw yourself by shooting at your feet. Alright, so to help us out, we're going to throw a monkey. Go ahead and start the round in the bar again. Alright, now just to keep this video even short as possible, I'm going to go ahead and tell you how to run spawn control, so you don't have to click over to my high round strategy to see that. Basically, I'm just going to show you how to run full spawn control. You don't need to do it this early, but you can. I usually start running it around the 30s. It really depends if I have the ray gun or the Mark II. But we're going to show you how to run full spawn control. So you're going to run a full horde. Get the entire horde. Obviously, there's going to be some walkers. Bring them into the bar. Shoot them here. Shoot them in the bar. Okay, we got a nuke. I don't want that carpenter. Damn it. Okay, so when you grab nukes in there, this is what you're going to do. Just run right here. Keep running back and forth right here. I know we kind of just had to jump from the spawn control to this because we got that nuke. And then run over here. Again, the whole reason you run spawn control is because you don't want every zombie flooding through these spawns, that window spawn and that ground spawn. You're going to get overwhelmed. You want 90% of your zombies funneling through that semi and staying up right there. Alright, so since we got a nuke, we'll show you a couple more times. Okay, so get all the zombies grouped up. Alright, and then run them in here. Shoot them. Then run back to your spot. Now the reason you're doing this, again, well, I kind of repeat myself here, so you get them all funneling through there. Notice how much easier it is when, 20 out of the 24 zombies are funneling out instead of spawning. Just group them up again and rinse and repeat. I don't think there's too much else to note in this video. Like I said, we could do another 5, 10, 15, 20 rounds, but it's just going to make this video kind of long and repetitive. So if there is anything that I'm missing out, I'll make sure to add it later to the description. Again, make sure to check my description for my high round strategy guide for this map once you get to max spawn rate at 63 plus. But you can start running the high round strat really, as soon as you start running full spawn control. You can start running it now, honestly. That's just basically what it is full spawn control. But in that video, I talk more about using EMPs and whatnot. But anyway, so we're going to leave the video off here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and maybe this will help you out a little bit. Until next time, it's been your boy Dope, and I'll see you guys later.